According to John Denton, the severe regulation of the Bitcoin market that is now being exercised by the Securities and Exchange Commission has been subject to criticism. The SEC's regulatory strategy has resulted in annual losses of approximately $15 billion for normal investors. He threatened to hold the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) accountable and referred to the acts of the agency as outrageous overreach. According to assertions that small investors have suffered considerably as a result of the SEC's stringent regulations following his victory in the Massachusetts Republican primary for the United States Senate. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has been subjected to criticism for controlling the digital currency market for a significantly longer period of time. These comments were issued by Denton. At the moment, he is preparing himself for the fight that will take place in November against Senator Elizabeth Warren, who is a Democrat. In light of the fact that Warren has not demonstrated any desire to oppose the position that the SEC has regarding Bitcoin, Denton asserts that he has made the decision to run for office in the upcoming elections. In addition, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) has made it abundantly apparent that cryptocurrencies are not securities, and it has signaled that it may be relaxing its position on cryptocurrencies. The prior strategy of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC), which classified certain Bitcoin assets as securities, contrasts significantly with this new approach. Denton, on the other hand, maintains that this measure is too little, too late, especially when one considers the considerable financial impact that it will have on regular investors. The criticism offered by Denton coincides with a growing interest in the regulatory techniques employed by the SEC. He believes that the agency's stringent enforcement has resulted in severe consequences for small investors, and he provides evidence to support his claim. It was underlined by Denton that the $15 billion loss that these investors experienced was due to the misconduct and excessive overreach of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). The Securities and Exchange Commission's (SEC) regulation of cryptocurrencies has been subject to criticism, particularly in light of the significant losses that private investors have incurred. As Denton continues his campaign for the Senate, it is predicted that the conversation regarding the regulation of Bitcoin will be acrimonious, and other legislative changes are on the horizon shortly. These attempts by the SEC to cause harm to XRP continue to be a source of amusement for them. Surprisingly, Ripple is getting the attention of cryptocurrency enthusiasts, as well as industry professionals. Adding to the mystery surrounding the situation is the fact that the chief executive officer of Ripple has predicted that the price of our most cherished cryptocurrency might reach $10,000. I would like to thank Alderity and John Denton. Ripple Labs' legal team has been nominated for the title of Crypto Attorney of the Year by Jeremy Hogan, a prominent crypto attorney who recently lauded the team's unflinching aid. Because of the continuing legal battle between Ripple Labs and the Securities and Exchange Commission, the future of our industry is being shaped by this particular conflict. What a crazy idea. Hogan asserts that these two individuals supported holders of XRP and Ripple in negotiating a difficult legal situation. Because of the tempest, there were 20 various ways in which this case could have gone wrong when the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) initially asserted that Ripple's sales of XRP violated securities laws. In spite of the fact that the case was resolved favorably when the court ruled that XRP is traded on secondary markets and does not satisfy the legal requirements to be regarded as security, the XRP community was extremely anxious about the outcome of the case. Ripple, a municipality, were relieved that the decision contributed to a reduction in the expensive expense that had been previously incurred. This verdict was not only fantastic news for Ripple, but it also dispelled several myths about cryptocurrency legislation, which was a significant step forward for the cryptocurrency industry as a whole. That being said, this is not the final section. Recently, Bill Morgan, an advocate for XRP, has been helping to alleviate the worry that the XRP community has been experiencing regarding the impending appeal to the SEC. It was stated by Morgan that the commission is more likely to focus on Ripple's institutional XRP sales rather than resuming the bigger conversation over the categorization of XRP as a security and secondary market. In addition, Morgan brought up the fact that even if a biter dictum might be used in the appeal, it is not legally binding. As a response to what they consider to be an excessive regulatory overreach, the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) places a primary emphasis on institutional sales which, according to his perspective, present different legal concerns. A vigorous response has been provided by Ripple's legal personnel in response to these events. Sturt Alderati, chief legal officer of Ripple, has been outspoken about this matter and has lately criticized the Federal Reserve and the Securities and Exchange Commission for their perceived bias against cryptocurrencies. Alder's unhappiness is shared by a significant number of individuals working in the cryptocurrency business. 9. This is especially true in light of the findings made by the Wall Street Journal, which stated that the New York Federal Reserve helped in the transfer of millions of dollars to Iranian terrorist groups owing to insufficient anti-money laundering standards. The fact that conventional banks are involved in major money laundering operations was brought to Alder's attention as an unfortunate irony. Despite the fact that cryptocurrency is being wrongfully blamed for crimes of this nature, his statements carried significant weight. The old banking system, not cryptocurrencies, is the problem, he is saying, joining the chorus of people who are saying this. In contrast to the progressive policies of nations such as Japan, the chief executive officer of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, has expressed his disapproval of the United States government's anti-crypto stance and highlighted the fact that the industry has been handicapped by the regulatory crackdown that was spearheaded by the central bank during the administration of Vice President Joe Biden. There is more at stake than just Ripple or XRP in the case between Ripple and SAC that is taking place in the United Arab Emirates and Singapore. It also pertains to the manner in which legislation regarding cryptocurrencies is progressing, especially when they are sold on secondary markets, despite the fact that the court's verdict granted them certain partial victories. Since its inception, Ripple has maintained that XRP is not a security. On the other hand, Al Jarodi and their legal team still have a long way to go until Ripple emerges victorious and raises the bar for the whole cryptocurrency business. The cryptocurrency world is waiting with bated breath for Ripple to do this. The cryptocurrency market has been engulfed in flames as a result of the excessive projections made by XRP, which is one of the cryptocurrencies that is now receiving the most attention. Arthur Brudeau, one of the co-founders of Ripple, recently made a remarkable statement that garnered a lot of attention. Nevertheless, this is where the thrilling part begins, as the drama that is taking place in the courtroom has everyone on edge. Currently, the estimates that have been made by specialists are really mind-boggling. There are some figures that will cause you to take a deep breath and gasp for air. When it comes to XRP, the target price is $10,000. The level of speculation surrounding this assertion has reached heights that were previously unheard of. It has even been suggested that Brad Garling, the chief executive officer of Ripple, could become the first individual in the history of the world to get $1 billion. However, this may be an overstatement of the current circumstances. As a result of the excitement around XRP, it appears that the currency and those who own it may be in for some exciting times in the future. It could make the situation even more difficult. In the future, the value of XRP is expected to skyrocket, according to the rumors that were spread by Barbie the cryptocurrency. XRP is currently experiencing a bull run, and according to cryptocurrencies, the current bull run has a more rapid but still astounding aim of $227. Taking into account debt and estimations, this bullish prediction is in line with the growing optimism of XRP aficionados, who believe that the currency is on the verge of making a huge breakthrough. Aficionados of XRP who are of the opinion that the cryptocurrency is on the verge of making a huge comeback, despite the fact that the price of XRP rose to more over 74 cents early this year. Due to a decline that occurred over the entire market, it has now dropped below the 60 cents level. Jack the Ripper is someone I am at times. In addition, my forecasts that XRP will outperform Ethereum this year have sparked quite a commotion among a member of the XRP community who is quite noteworthy. Furthermore, Jack forecasts that the next 2 years will be a period of exponential growth for XRP. Regarding the future success of XRP, these words illustrate the enthusiasm and strong hopes that are held for it. Additionally, despite the fact that this decline has put major support levels to the test, XRP has not stopped moving. Experts in the cryptocurrency industry who are optimistic about the path that the technology will take in the future continue to have high aspirations for prices, believing that they will reach between $190 and $250 within the current market cycle. There are some analysts who have predicted that the price of XRP might reach $250 during this cycle, as reported by the Times iPad. According to Zangalis's estimations, the price of XRP might not touch $250 until the year 2040, and it might reach a high of $357 by the month of June in the year 2050. Green OpenEye's chat, on the other hand, provided more optimistic projections that were generated by artificial intelligence. These estimates suggested that the price of XRP could reach $250 or $350 as early as 2025, provided that market conditions were good. Zive adds that the XRP might potentially bring in gains that affect people's life, which is a fascinating regulatory explicitness. The assertion is backed up by some intriguing mathematical calculations, which demonstrate that at the current price of XRP, an investment of $1,000 would result in nearly 1,900 XRP tokens, which would make this investment practically feasible from a financial standpoint.